didn't do very well.
How much is this thing?
How much? £800,000.
800...
Yes.
Are there any upsides to it?
Upsides, yes. The fire did get rid of the condensation in the lights.
Right. Apart from the fire?
Apart from the fire, yeah, it's surprisingly comfortable and very quiet.
Well, it would be quiet. It was broken.
Yes, but amazingly, they've mended it again, and it's back again. And now we can find out how fast it does a lap of our track. Or rather, if it can do a lap of our track. And that, of course, means handing it over to our tame racing driver. Some say that this week he's wearing 2 layers of Nomex. And that on a recent trip to Cornwall, he stopped off for one of his special big wheeze in Somerset. All we know is he's called a Stig! And he's off. Cautious start, because it is soaking out there today. Could be useful, though, if it catches fire. Right, first corner. Will it try to bite him? Nothing so far. Oh, no, wait, there's a bit of a nibble at the end. Absolutely no idea what the Stig's listening to. I do know, however, he is in full race mode. No traction control. He is being cautious, though. Right through the hammerhead. Oh, no, it's stepped out again, but he's managed to hold it. God, that is very good driving. Right, is he going to lift? Oh, yes, he is going to lift, because that thing is as racy as the Danish Prime Minister. Been through the tyres. Only 2 corners left. You can actually see it squirming on the lake where our track used to be. Only Gambon left before he can have a lie down. Is he going to make it? Is it going to make it? Yes, it has! Now, I have the time here. Remember, it is an £800,000, 1,000 horsepower car, so here we go. No, it's a bit lower.
Really?
No. There you go. It's 1:29.9, slower than a Ford Focus.
Hang on a minute. No, sorry, hang on a minute. Let's be fair about it. We need to look at another time for a wet lap. There you go. It's slower than a German saloon car.
it's... You know, this is Danish, and it's orange, and it's genetically flawed. I'm surprised they haven't called it the giraffe and shot it. The best car they've ever made. According to him, it is. Well, it's the best car they've ever made. Slowest. So, James, so you don't like cars without windscreens?
No, I hate cars without windscreen. I mean, that is the most idiotic idea in the whole history of motoring, isn't it? What is the point? What advantage is there of building a car without a windscreen? You might as well have a snorkel mask with no glass in it, then you get hit in the eyeball by fish all the time. It's just swimming around. It's that idiotic.
James, before you have an aneurysm, there are 1 or 2 points that Hammond and I would like to make about some of the things you said in that film. Hammond, do you want to go first?
Yeah. At 4 minutes and 58 seconds into your film, whilst referring to acceleration figures, you say they're just numbers, they're meaningless.
They did say that.
Yes, James, but a car that accelerates from 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds is better than one that does it in 7 seconds.
No, what I was actually saying
Also, at 3 minutes 51, you say, and I'm paraphrasing here, that giving it more power is like trying to improve a curry by adding more chilies. That is how you improve a curry.
No, it isn't.
It is. Remember the chicken curry from school? It was screaming for more spice. It's what it needed is more.
Yes. Then, James, at 5 minutes and 29 seconds, you said you were sliding around like Mika Hakkinen.
I was.
Yes, but you see, Mika Hakkinen is a Formula 1 driver, and they don't slide around.
Yeah, but when Mika Hakkinen took me out for a drive, he did slide around.
Yes, but he's not known for sliding around.
No, exactly. He might collect porcelain frogs, but you don't go around saying, I'm collecting porcelain frogs like Mika Hakkinen right now. It's not relevant.
Exactly.
Have you quite finished?
Well, not really, because there's an awful lot to go through, but sadly, we must now find out how fast these cars go round our track. And that, of course, means handing them over to a man who can actually drive. Some say that he once put Helen Mirren in a dishwasher. And that at the Winter Olympics, he was disqualified from the skeleton event for riding down the hill on an actual skeleton. All we know is he's called the Stig! And they are off. Oh, it's a bit damp out there. That may slow them down a bit. 620R building up a command. Oh, no, there was the other one coming into shot at the last moment. First corner in the 620R. He's handling that well. No, still... Oh, yes, we just saw the other one. And here he is. No music, obviously, to listen to today. Just the sound of that 2-litre Ford Duratec engine, supercharged in the 620R. Didn't use the 2.3 that they use in the BAC Mono. There he is at the back, because it's too tall. He is actually struggling to get the power down, but he is getting it down beautifully. Right, follow through next. Here he is, definitely lifting off. This is a magnificent example of car control from the Stig, in one of them at least. The other one, simply not there. Right, just... Oh, good God, look at that. Nearly losing it at the exit of the follow-through. Handling it nicely coming through. Into Gambon, getting some opposite lock-on before the corner, and across the line. Okay, we just have to wait now for James's favourite car to finish. The best car Caterham have ever made. There it goes. Any minute now, it'll be across the line. Okay, talk among yourselves. And there it is! Wet lap. So we're not expecting any records. We certainly haven't got them. Right, the 620R, the car you didn't much like, that did it in 1:22.3. So, similar conditions, similar time to the magnificent Lexus LFA, OK? Now, your favourite car, not quite so fast. There's no other way of saying this. It was a 1:45.5, so it's there. It's actually 5 seconds slower than Morgan's wooden tricycle.
Good.
And that's your favourite car?
Of those two, yeah.
Very interesting.
The car to have there.
Oh, yeah. Really fascinating. Just some questions raised. Let's get this straight. You don't like the BMW because you can't drive in a straight line.
Look who's talking!
How fast did you say you were going?
120 miles an
So
hour.
walking pace, basically.
Listen, from the point where it suddenly snapped sideways for no reason to the point where it stopped moving, we measured it, it was over 1/4 of a mile.
No, I could have held it, I reckon. Easy.
Could you?
Look, you just aquaplaned.
Yes, but the Golf was on the same track in the same conditions and it didn't aquaplane.
No, the Golf didn't aquaplane because you weren't driving it.
Yes, but, Hammond, all things considered, the Golf is a better car.
Is it?
It is, honestly. The diff in it is remarkable. Because you know when you go around a corner in a car, you go like that, yeah? And it wants to push out. Well, in this, the faster you go, it comes in. It's like Volkswagen has worked out a way to reverse centrifugal force.
Ah, so Volkswagen have broken science.
Yes.
With a diff.
Yes. And now we must find out how fast these cars go round our track. And that, of course, means handing them over to our tame racing driver. Some say that his hair is the exact same shape as a hat. And that if he worked for CNN, he wouldn't get such pitifully low ratings that his show got cancelled. It's called a Stig! And they're off. And for the first time this series, it's actually dry. Right, first straight, will the BMW suddenly spin off for no reason? Nope, it's actually made it to the first corner. Amazing. Both turbocharged engines loving this crisp, dry air and no fuss so far. No idea what that was. Right, through Chicago, Golf's traction control can't be completely switched off. You can actually see it nipping at the brakes on the way in. BMW, of course, just being stupid. Hammerheads, no real dramas there either, but the Golf, yes, it's magic differential, casually twisting physics. Right, follow through, and yeah, BMW's trying to spin, of course. The Golf has a nibble of traction control, then faithful as a Labrador. Oh, the Golf brake light's flickering there. That's the traction control turning him on, not Stig, who's still fuming because I said a baboon could drive as fast in the Golf as him. Right, just Gambon left, more hooliganism from the Beamer, and across the line. I have the times here.
Come on, then.
The BMW went round in 1:25.1. So it's slower than the old version, which did it on a damp track. So that's useless. And the Golf GTI did a 1:28.6. Look at that.
Oh, that's a lot slower.
Yes. But look, Astra, Megane RS, the Focus, it's right where a hot hatchback should be. This is just stupid. This is much better.